Hey guys, so welcome back to another video. Today is a very long book haul that has been needed to been filmed forever, but I have, been waiting for things to come in, and now I'm just like, fuck it, let's just film it and get it over with. So today, as you can tell from the title, it's a very Harry Potter book haul. You were probably wondering why is it very Harry Potter, considering you already own all of the books. We'll get into this. First off, I want to show you some, non-bookish things that I got. First off, my birthday was in September, so these are from, September onward are these books. And yeah, so the first thing I want to show you is, for my birthday, my mom got me my Hogwarts robe. I am a Ravenclaw, so yes, I love it. It's got a wand pocket in it, and it's super comfy, and now I'm getting really hot, so I'm probably going to take this off for the rest of the video. The next two things I want to show you guys are some wands that I bought off of people that, make them. So here's the first one. This one's mine, actually. I bought this one for myself, and I love it. And then this one I, bought for my roommate for her birthday, because our birthdays are, a couple weeks apart. So I bought her a wand, and so I bought myself a wand. These are handmade from recycled materials. These are made by Angela over at Magic Art Girl, which I will link down below for you guys. You should totally go check her out. She sells these wands for $18 American, and free shipping in the United States, which is really awesome. She has a bunch of different designs. This one is the Queen's wand, and mine is the Acorn Geode wand. And she also just recently posted some house-inspired wands, so you should totally check her out. I will link her website down below. And the second one is also a wand, and this one, oh my god, I love this so much. This is my Tonks wand. It was handmade by a lady over on Etsy. She was doing character wands for a while, and then I see that she took the link down, and so I don't know if it's because she got in trouble with Warner Brothers, or she just took it down because right now is her busiest time of the year. I don't know, but I was lucky to get this. I got this for a cosplay thing I did for a Harry Potter festival. I was Tonks. I don't know if you can still tell, but I dyed my hair blue, and I don't know if you can still tell. It's kind of blue in some spots. It's whatever. Honestly, really love this. It's so pretty. I love at the ends a heart. I think that's my favorite part of this wand. But I will link her Etsy page down below. She still does Harry Potter inspired wands, but she doesn't do the character inspired wands. I'm hoping she'll bring them back though, because I'm doing a cosplay in April with my sister, and so I need to buy another character wand, and I'd rather go through her than buy a replica wand, because I don't know, I just really love her wands instead. That's it for the non-book stuff, so now into the books that I bought or were given recently. So first off, this also plays into the Harry Potter stuff. I bought Harry Potter and the Philosopher's Stone and the 20th anniversary Ravenclaw edition. That's where my bookmark went. Look at my cute Ravenclaw bookmark. 20th anniversary Ravenclaw edition. It's so beautiful. I love it so much. I just love colored end page, the colored pages. It's so beautiful, and I love it, and I love all the extra content in it. I think it just adds so much more to the world. I love it so much. I got this for myself because I was on Book Depository, and one of my best friends is a Slytherin, and so I bought her the Slytherin edition for her birthday, but since I was buying her hers, I was like, I might as well buy myself mine as well, because I need more Harry Potter books, right? So after that, one of my roommates and I decided to go to Barnes & Noble. I don't know why. Why do we think it's a good idea? I have no idea, but we did, and I spent money I didn't need to. So, on that trip, I bought two books. I bought Reawakened by Colleen Hawke. Is that how you say it? I'd never heard of this. Honestly, the cover really caught my eye, and that's why I picked it up. And then I read the back, and it's about, Egypt mythology, and I am so into mythology that I was like, heck yes, I'm gonna get that. So I bought it. This is the first book in a trilogy, I want to say. I don't know, I'm just a sucker for mythology. If anything has any kind of mythology in the title, 9 times out of 10 I will probably buy it. And next, this book has been a long time coming for me to buy it, and that is The Way of Kings by Brandon Sanderson. This book is so fucking huge. It's the size of half my face. What is this? This is book 1 in his Stormlight Archive series, which the 3rd book actually just came out earlier this month. Or I guess now this is December, last month. Oathbringer, and I've been needing to get into this. I have a lot of his books and I haven't really read any of them outside of the Mistborn series, but I know that they all kind of take place in the same like universe. I can't remember the term that they use for it, but like they're all like basically all these stories are like set on different planets in like the same like type of universe. And I was reading something of one of the bookstagrammers I follow, and she was talking about this book, and she said it's really cool because sometimes you get to see like crossovers of characters from other series without quite realizing it's them unless you've read all the other books, so you understand. But totally need to get into this. This thing is massive. I think I might tackle this after I finish Game of Thrones. I don't know. I might cry. We'll see. After that, one of my roommates got me a gift card to Barnes & Nobles for my birthday, so I spent it. I did. The first book I picked up was The Neverending Story by Michael Ende. The sole purpose I bought this book is because I used to like be obsessed with the movie and the TV show as like a kid, and I didn't realize it was a book, and it's actually fairly short, and the cover is like really interesting, so I was like, okay, I'll give it a go. After that, I picked up Fear Street Super Thriller Nightmares. This combines 2 of the stories from the millions of books that R.L. Stine has written in the Fear Street series. This one contains The Dead Boyfriend and Give Me a K-I-L-L. I want to say I've read Give Me a K-I-L-L, but I'm not sure. Quick background, I did a video, God, probably a couple months ago now, about the books I read in middle school. And I read a crap ton of Fear Street stories, like I don't know what it was. These are very disturbing, especially for middle graders to be reading, but I really loved it, and like I've always really loved Fear Street, and I want to start like getting the books and like rereading some of them because there's so many books, and it's like so great because you don't have to like read these in order. They all normally pertain around different characters within the city, and some of them do have like sequels and stuff and you can read them, but you know, it's really great. So honestly, I don't know what either of these stories is about, but I'm super excited to read it because I loved Fear Street as a kid. Next, I picked up Slasher Girls and Monster Boys by a bunch of different people. It's an anthology. It's supposed to be like a horror, creepy thriller anthology. Talked about it in my wrap-up for November, which I will leave linked down below if you want to watch it. Wasn't really impressed with it. Very few stories that I actually really liked. The rest of them were just kind of, eh. And that's all I really gotta say for it. After that, I picked up A Mighty Long Way, My Journey to Justice at Little Rock Central High School by Carlotta Walls Lanier. I've talked about this book a lot recently and a lot of my wrap-ups and stuff. Quick history lesson. This book is about Carlotta, who's the youngest of the Little Rock Nine. For those who don't know, the Little Rock Nine is a group of 9 black students who were the first to go to this all-white high school in Little Rock, Arkansas, and this portrays her time of the 3 years she spent at Central High School, her life afterwards, how awful people were, and all this stuff. Honestly, I really love this. It was a really impactful read, and I think a lot of more people should read it, particularly since not a lot of people know about this. Like, I'd heard about the Little Rock Nine in school, but I honestly can't really tell you we touched a lot on the topic. So it was really cool to read it. And I actually got to see her speak. They had a speaking event here at my college, and my roommate ended up snagging 2 tickets. And she's like, do you want to go? And I was like, yeah. So it was really cool to hear her speak and to read her book and read about everything that happened. Again, this is in my wrap up for November, so if you want to hear more of my thoughts, go watch that video. And after that, I told myself like I wasn't gonna buy this until like I was, you know, ready. But then I left the house super early one day before work, and I work by Barnes & Nobles. It's literally like over a parking lot. And so I went in to like waste some time and read my book, and then I saw this and I was like, ah, shit. I picked up the latest novel by John Green, Turtles All the Way Down. And I loved this book a lot. And I bought a signed copy, but as you can see, I currently don't have it because I have lent it out to a friend who needs to give it back to me so I can do a book talk, because I really want to talk about this book, but like I knew a book with all my notes in it. I really love this book. I read this in October, and I will link my October wrap-up down below if you want to hear more of my thoughts. So the next two books I want to talk about I actually currently don't have in my possession, and they also play into the theme of the title of this book haul. One of my best friends got me The Cursed Child, you know, the stage play, and Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them, the screenplay, for my birthday. I have still not gotten the physical copies yet. She keeps forgetting to give them to me, but I'm going to include them in this book haul, and I'm super excited to read both of these. For those who I guess don't know, which I feel like a lot of people do, Harry Potter and the Cursed Child is the sequel, I guess, I don't know, to Harry Potter, and this is when, I guess it carries on from the epilogue of Deathly Hallows. His son is at Hogwarts, and he is a Slytherin, and dealing with that and all that other junk, and a lot of people really hated it. They said it was really bad. My best friend read it, and she said she really liked it. It gave her a sort of closure that she hadn't had before, so I was like, interesting. But yeah, so wait, I didn't get these books in my possession so I can like actually read them. I was going through Twitter and I saw Rainbow Rowell. Somebody had tweeted Rainbow Rowell a picture of this book, and I was like, oh my god, she like put out another book and I didn't know. So I immediately hopped over to Book Depository and bought it, and I love it. It's such cool. And that is Almost Midnight by Rainbow Rowell. These are 2 festive short stories, and it's so cute. Like, this cover is glittery. Like, oh god, like, oh, I love it. And it's so tiny, and it's in a hardback, and I love it so much. Alright, and the last couple of books for this book haul I actually got on Black Friday. Half Price Books was doing a 20% off the entire store for Black Friday, and so my friend and I went, and I spent way too much money, but it's okay. So the first book I have here is The Red Pyramid by Rick Riordan. This is the first book in his Egyptian mythology trilogy. Funny enough, I bought this, and my roommate has the second and third books here in the apartment. This is really the only series I need to read for Rick Riordan. Besides The Dark Prophecy and Ship of the Dead, I've read everything else within the Percy Jackson world, so I really need to read this. I've been really hesitant about reading it because a lot of people said this is probably their least favorite series. They didn't really like it, but I'm just like, I really need to read it because, like, what if they pop up in some other book and I'm just like, what? So yeah, other than that, like, I really don't know anything about the series except it's Egyptian mythology. Next, I picked up, oh my god, I'm not gonna be able to pronounce this, The Death and Life of Zebulon Finch. This is volume 1, and volume 1 contains At the Edge of Empire by Daniel Kraus. I'd never heard of this, but the cover kind of caught my eye, and then I read the back, and all it says is, Zebulon Finch is 17 years old. He has been 17 years old for over a century. And then underneath it says, Ambitious and Heartbreaking, The Death and Life of Zebulon Finch, Volume 1, At the Edge of Empire, is the epic saga of a young man's search for the meaning of life and death. And it just sounded really interesting, and I'm getting a very steampunky vibe from this cover. And yeah, so definitely was like, I want to check that one out. Next, I have The Goddess Inheritance. This is book 3 in the Goddess series, I want to say. I own book 1, I own book 2. I've only read book 1. I really enjoyed it. This is a Greek mythology series that deals with a girl who... Oh, I just read a fucking spoiler! Oh, I read the back, and I just read a spoiler. I'm gonna cry. What the hell did I just do? I hate myself so much right now. That's why you don't read backs of books that are like in a series that you haven't finished yet. Good fucking lord, I hate myself so much. The first book is called The Goddess Test. These are by Amy Carter. I really enjoyed the first book. It is a Greek mythology centered around a girl named Katie, and basically she falls in love with Hades and all of that crap, and she has to go through a test of trials to prove that she can be, I don't know. I don't remember. It's been a really long time since I've read it, but I do remember I really enjoyed it, and so I'm definitely wanting to read these books. I'm gonna pick these up soon and like finally finish it because I honestly really loved it, and these books are really short. Next, I picked up Doctor Who: The Story of Martha by Dan Abnett. For those of you who don't know, I am a giant Doctor Who fan. I have grown up watching Doctor Who. 10 is my favorite. He's my doctor. And David Tennant is just freaking gorgeous. Like, I love him so freaking much. I own a couple Doctor Who novels. I haven't read any of them yet because, you know, forever growing TBR, it's never gonna end. But I picked this one up because, like, it was cool. And it's like one of those nice hardbacks without, like, a dust jacket, which I really enjoy. And it's got Martha in it, and I like Martha a lot. And it's got David Tennant's face on it. Like, how can I not own a book that has David Tennant's face on it? In the season where the Master has kind of taken over the world and the Doctor's just kind of disappeared and nobody knows where he is, and Martha's part of this alliance, and she's been traveling and trying to find him and collect these stories about the Doctor, and it's really cool. So I'm interested to see how this plays out in a novelization instead of the TV show. And the final book I have for this book haul is Nancy Drew and the Mystery of the Fire Dragon by Carol Keene. I used to read Nancy Drew. Now that I think about it, I read like a couple of Nancy Drew books in middle school. I like them, and these books are like 4 million years, you know, long. And this was on the clearance. Like, that's probably the only reason I picked it up is because it was on clearance for $2. And I kind of like this cover. And I remember I liked Nancy Drew, and you know, I don't know, I've kind of been feeling like I need some mystery in my life, so I picked this one up. I don't know anything about this one. So that is it for this book haul. I hope you guys enjoyed. Don't forget to give a thumbs up and subscribe if you want to see more videos from me. If you've read any of these books, please let me know your opinions down below. Did you like them? Did you not? You know, is there any books you've never heard of? Because, you know, which one should I read first? Let me know all that fun stuff down below. Until then, I will see you guys in my next video. Goodbye!